Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I'd have to premise this video with the fact of this is my first ever time. I've been dreading doing this boiler since last week. I went there Friday. I had it booked in again for Monday, but the customer wasn't available, so they rebooked it in for today. I've been dreading it all week, and basically I just want to start off just by saying it's my first time. So if I do things wrong order, whatever, but I got the final result in the end. Yeah, so basically obviously power off and then start draining down the boiler. Now what I've done was while the house was draining, because it was a 3-story house, a lot of radiators on the system as well, so it took quite a while to drain down. So I thought while it's draining down, I'm that sort of person where I just want to just keep on moving. So I'll be taking the fan out, taking all the different connections off, getting it to a point where if I have to sit around and wait for it to keep on draining, then I have to, but I'll be doing things in between time, getting the heat exchanger out, putting the burner in, etc., and just going down that way. So there you can just see that I've just removed the fan and all the connections, and then getting the electrodes out. Obviously they need a little bit of clean up before they go back in. You can see the water in the bottom of the heat exchanger, well, of the actual case there. It was actually on the floor as well, but yeah, so there we go. There's the burner door coming off now. You can see inside it is actually quite bad in there. Now this nut on the left hand side, it actually is what holds it. So you've got this nut on this side, and then you've got like a manifold on the right hand side, and then you've got the flow and return connections up here, which I'm undoing now. So it's been draining for quite a while at this point. All I was trying to do was just introduce a little bit more air into the system, just trying to help it drain a little bit quicker. Then we've got to get them 2 nuts off as well, or screws, sorry. Same with the flow sensor or flow switch there as well. So I've got my little, I think it's called Sabre, little ratchet tool. I think RS Gas Solutions mentioned about that one time, so I brought it straight away. And what I like about it is my Barco one, there's a lot of clicks to it before it'll ratchet back, whereas this Sabre one, there's not many clicks, if that makes sense. It's very, very fast. So yeah, I've got them undone, just prepping really, just getting everything ready. This is the gas tube coming out. I'll re-grease the O-rings when they go back in as well. Then my nemesis there that I had an absolute nightmare with later on in the video, getting that out as well. I'm just undoing the connections. This bottom bracket here is what is holding it to the back. It's not really taking any strain or anything like that, but it's also where the earth for the condense trap screws onto as well. So you can see here, just adding another drain off onto it, just to try and speed up the process, because it did take quite a while, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, and just here, I'm just undoing the screws for the actual burner to remove that out, and I'll be cleaning that out, and then putting that straight into the new heat exchanger, which I've already unboxed. So there you go, it's all unboxed. So just giving you an idea of what it looks like really. So you've got your flow and return connections. This is the manifold area. Not really too sure what that's for. Obviously that's your flue seal, and it does actually come with that flue seal. So there we go, just putting in the new burner there and screwing it in nice and tight. Right, and then just messing around, just trying to introduce a bit more air, try and just get it to just drain that little bit quicker, because it was really getting on my nerves towards the end. It was just that last little bit, just like, come on, just want to get it drained down. Just seeing how much water I've got in there. Obviously we've got a little bit there, so I won't be draining that down, won't be opening that up. Right, and then here, getting the flow switch screws out. They're an absolute pain to get on. If anyone knows what you're meant to use to get onto them, please let me know. And then what I've done was I just pulled it out and wedged it to the side, because I'm putting a new flow switch in anyway. That is new, but I just think while I'm there and I've gone to all the effort of going this far, and if that leaked, I'd be so annoyed. So yeah, there's me greasing up a new one there, just greasing up the O-rings ready to go in. There we go, there's the clip coming off there. this was very tight, even though it was new, but they can be an absolute pain. Now just using a flathead screwdriver, now that it's drained and it's dry, there's no more water coming out, get that manifold off, and there you go, you can see what it just clamps to the side, and obviously it's there for flow. And then this was an absolute nightmare as well. So what I ended up doing was getting a pair of grips on there, and actually having to twist it, but there's not much room there, so I had to twist it to break the seal to get it to come out. Right, and the reason why I'm leaving the condense strap in place, as you can see, someone's put some PTFE around the old nut, and the condense strap is new, so I thought I'm not touching that, as I didn't order that up. But yeah, there's me just one-handed pulling out the heat exchanger. I'm joking, it did take 2 hands, it's 15 kilos. But yeah, just showing you that you can just slide it forward and then it will pull out. So yeah, just showing you the inside of the case so you can see what you're going up against. Nothing exciting, obviously, and I just gave it all a clean up, and because I just wanted to make sure it would create a good seal. Right, so yeah, unfortunately you didn't see that bit because I didn't have 2 hands, but yeah, so I held it in with one hand, slid it up into the flue, and then just with my left hand put the bolt back in that holds it to the side case. Yep, and then just done that nut up. Right, now just getting that connection that I said was an absolute pain. Just putting a new O-ring on there, greasing it all up, ready to go in really. What you didn't see here was the 5 minutes of me fighting with that with the connection to get it out in the first place. It was an absolute pain, but yeah, I just got a pair of grips on there, really tightened them on, and then twisted it to break the seal, and then it came out all right after that. Put some paste on the olive there. That was a pain as well. That kept on weeping afterwards, and I was tightening it up so much. Literally, I thought I was going to snap the boiler off the wall, but yeah, got there in the end. I just had to keep on going. Yeah, and then putting that manifold back on again. There is a red seal on the inside of that. You have to be really careful because it doesn't seem to seat in there very well. So what I ended up doing was greasing it up and then putting it on there really. There we go, it's all back in. The bloody condense connection, it was an absolute pain. Yeah, then put the burner case back on, put the screws back in for the electrodes. Well, thank you very much for watching that video. As I say, that was my first only time, and I've been dreading that job all week. So yeah, just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, all of that sort of stuff. Appreciate all the new followers that I've got recently. It's really helping. But yeah, I'm just going to keep on going with these videos. I don't know where they're going, but I'm just going to keep on going. My job gives me lots of content, so why not film it as I go? Yeah, appreciate that. And yeah, if anyone's got any comments that they want to share, any tips for anybody else, like, feel free to put them in there, because you know, I'm not going to be the only one doing this heat exchangers. There'll be other people out there, and I've never seen anybody else do the heat exchanger, so I just had to learn that as I went along. So yeah, appreciate everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.